Okay, so hey guys, today I decided to record me doing my hair. I'm about to braid my hair up and I decided to record it for you guys. So yeah, I didn't want to do any editing, so I'm going to talk through this video. So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to be using. Since my hair is black and I want my hair to be burgundy, I got this hair. This is the hair that I always use, even when I'm braiding my client's hair. I got M. That's the color for that one. And then I'm going to be tinting my hair with this here. It's the High Beams Intense in the color burgundy. So my hair will blend a lot better with the hair. So I'm going to be using that. I'm also going to be using my handy dandy Murray's Edge Wax. Love this stuff. And I'm going to be using my rat tail comb. Now, I've never used this stuff, so hopefully it'll work okay and don't bleed too much onto my hands. And don't damage my hair, because I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my hair. So I'm just going to continue to spray it like that until I get to the desired color that I want. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off because I really don't have a lot of memory. So yeah, we're trying to reserve that. Okay, so here's what I have so far. I just tinted the roots mainly, and then the ends I tried to tint as much as possible, but I don't want to run out before I get to the other side of my head, so I think this is good enough. So typically when I do this, I always apply the edge wax to the roots first, or really that's the only place that I do apply it. So we're going to take our 3 pieces like we normally would when we're doing cornrows. Cornrolling. I don't know if that's a word. Focus, okay. So you see how I got my 3, correct? Okay, so we're going to add the hair so I can grab it with the middle piece right now. Okay, so I grabbed it with the middle piece, and then I'm going to continue to braid. Okay, and I'm going to grab that middle piece again and add it to the middle piece. So pretty much it's just going to be, whenever you braid and you get to the middle piece, that's where you're adding your hair. You're going to add the hair to the middle pieces. So I'll be back once I'm done because I'm about to run out of memory. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, guys, so I'm going to record from my phone and hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing still. And I'm looking in my mirror from my phone because I'm not doing front face, I'm doing the actual side of the camera so you guys can get a better quality. I'm going to stick it in here to grab it with the middle piece, the middle strand. Continue to braid. And then grab it with the middle piece again. So you're only going to grab it with the middle piece with one particular hand. Like each step in the braiding you have a middle piece, but like I use, what is this? My left, you guys, right? Maybe, I don't know. Well, my left, and I'm grabbing, each time I grabbed a middle piece with my left hand, that's where I add the hair. Like I don't grab it when I have a middle piece in my right hand. I don't worry about that. When I have a middle piece in my left hand, that's where I am adding the hair. So I guess you guys can just choose whichever hand is your dominant hand when you're braiding and where you're going to be adding hair. So. Oof. As you girls can see, I'm adding like a pretty good amount at this point. I'm grabbing it with the middle piece. I'm sorry guys, I can't really get close to the camera because I gotta watch what I'm doing. In the mirror, it's already hard enough trying to braid your own hair and record at the same time. Yeah, the struggle is freaking real. And I probably should have lightly pressed my hair just to make it easier on myself. Because sometimes a little heat won't hurt. Just so you won't be pulling out your hair. Because I have some girls that come and get their hair braided and expect me to braid it while they just washed it and just go. Wash and go hair. Literally wash and go hair. My natural girls. And that's a negative. Like you're putting more stress and doing more harm than good because you're saying you don't want to put heat on your hair, but at the same time you're trying to braid your hair in its natural state. That is not doing any better. It's actually doing more damage than a light blow dry and light flat iron would do. And when I say blow dry, I mean like blow dry with a comb attachment or brush or whatever method you use to at least get your hair combable. So now you're just gonna braid all the way down to the ends. And when you do this, girls, please don't, like I try not to put it too tight underneath here, under the neck part, because that can be a lot of damage as well. And it can hurt. And you don't want that. Okay guys, so I am all done with my braids. And I went ahead and added the spray, the color, to my roots. I just did it to my roots once I was done braiding everything because it made it hard to braid with that on it first. So I just, you know, sprayed it after I was all done. And now I'm about to dip my ends. So this is what they look like right now. This look like ragged. And you just want to make sure that they are all braided down to the end as far as possible. And you want to make sure that when you are adding your hair, adding the hair, make sure you don't add it like even like that. You kind of want to add it kind of off a little bit with each piece that you're adding, just so it gives it length and it won't be so blunt at the ends once you get through, so they will, you know, taper down. That's how you get the tapered look. So you just want to kind of trim the ends off. You don't want to cut them straight across because that will leave them, they won't stay sealed that way. So you just kind of want to just snip them off gradually, like towards the end. And you kind of want to leave some extra at the ends, just so when they are sealed, the braids won't start unraveling. See, this one right here. Trying to make sure you girls can see that. May eventually, may or may not start unraveling because I don't have enough at the ends. Typically I would like probably add a little bit more like right here to give it some more, but I just really don't feel like doing that. I'm ready to go. So I'm just gonna take my hot water, and you can boil your water in the microwave, but I just have my little kettle right here. And hold on, one other thing is you're going to trim the braids a little bit, like the flyaways. You want to get those as much as possible, and make sure you're not snipping your hair away. I typically don't snip all the way up here because that's where your hair is, but since my hair is a different color, I can kind of tell what's my hair and what's not, so I'll snip it in this case. So I'm gonna take my hair and dip it, and I'm not gonna dip it nowhere near my hair because I don't know what temperature, you don't know what temperature this water is, and that could be really, really damaging to your real hair with it being as hot as it is. So remember, we're trying to stay away from heat, girls. So another thing I wanted to mention, when you are braiding down towards the ends of your hair, you want to kind of twist the extension hair around, like try to wrap the extension hair around your ends as much as possible, and that way your ends won't start flying away from the braids. It may happen, a lot of time it does, but to try to decrease that as much as possible, you want to, you know, do that method that I just said. That is it, girls. And now you got you some feet and braids. One last thing, forgot. So I'm just gonna take the edge wax again and just, yeah, I'm gonna have to get closer to my mirror, so I'll come back when I'm done. But I'm going to take some Eco Styler gel and smooth it on each individual braid. And you can also do this, and I made this one braid freaking retarded, but oh well, better luck next time because I'm not doing this hair over. But you can also do this to maintain your braids too. Of course you would add more, but I'm not going to add a whole lot because I just don't feel the need to do that. But you can take a scoop of gel and smooth it on each braid and tie it down for a minute once they start to get a little frizzy, and that will refresh your cornrows. I love them. Alright girls, if you have any more questions, you know what to do. Just leave them down below. And I'll talk to you girls later. Bye.